it's time to get a divorce. I remember the feeling of trying to make this decision like it was yesterday. I remember sitting there, I was in my front room, and I was watching Mel Robbins on YouTube.
This is something else.
And it was crazy because that day, her video that came out was, should I stay for my kids? That video made me realize that I was basing all of my decisions on staying out of fear. I knew in my heart that it was the right thing to do, but I was terrified. I was afraid of losing friends. I was afraid of losing my ex-husband's family, losing his friendship. I was afraid of how I was going to provide for my kids.
Surely this is all for me. I'm important.
I was going to affect them, how it was going to hurt them. I was afraid of meeting somebody ever again. I was afraid of being alone. I was afraid of letting go of what was making me secure.
You tell the world what happened to you. What happened to you? I don't know. You need to tell them.
No matter what you do, it's going to be hard. Whether you stay and work on your marriage, that's hard. Or you leave and you get a divorce and you have to start over, that's hard. You choose your hard.
Hey, you wanted this, right? You wanted the real deal? That's what this is. Wake up, you're in the middle of it. Stop complaining.
Trust yourself and make the decision out of love and not fear, and you'll do the right thing. You're going to be okay.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we have a video I found on, I believe it was Instagram. Someone had sent me a link to, then I realized that nobody sent me this link. It was a link that I had saved in my notes app, so it was from Instagram, and this is part of a couple of posts I guess this lady posted on TikTok, but here's the rest of the story. So we're going to go over that today, and as always, how's it going? My name's Ratboy. Let's get into it.
Biggest news of my life. My husband's having a baby with his girlfriend, and they're getting married, buying a house, and expecting our divorce to be finalized on the first court date, January 11th, the day after my birthday. My kid has confirmed all of this.
It's almost like I'm grieving and mourning the friendship aspect more than the romantic aspect. If I run out of gas on the side of the interstate and I call him, no matter how many times I call, no matter how sad I am, no matter how alone I am, he's not coming. And he's told me that, and he's shown me that. Unconditional love wasn't unconditional.
I'm going to be homeless in 2 days. And
why is everyone so stupid? Why aren't more people intelligent like me?
It's funny, she said unconditional love wasn't unconditional when she was the one who got divorced. I'm assuming, and I'm only assuming that because 80% of divorces are initiated by women. Everyone knows this. This is common knowledge at this point. Over half of all marriages now end in divorce. So getting divorced would probably be the biggest. It's even worse than flipping a coin at this point. Okay, it's like flipping a weighted coin. You already know what side it's going to land on. And here's my thing. This woman is so kind of dumbfounded. She is so surprised by her husband moving on. This man wanted a wife, so you weren't doing what you were supposed to do. Men are very selective. In a lot of cases, men that have self-respect are very selective. Let me correct myself there. When they are looking for a woman to invite into their life, sometimes it involves marriage, sometimes it doesn't. Every man has different views on marriage. Me personally, I think it's one of the biggest scams ever created for a man, but that's my own personal opinion. I'll never get married. Doesn't really matter to me. But some men, they want that marriage aspect. It gives them a sense of security. It gives them a sense of respect they get when they have they feel a little more respected in their community. They have their wife, and then they have kids, and it's just part of their thing, and that is 100% great for these men. But what these men are looking for are a wife. If you're not going to be a wife to him, if you're just going to be a roommate who complains, then he's going to find a better roommate. He's going to find a better person to be with, and he did that. So I'm not sure why you are completely dumbfounded. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. You lost the plot, and now you're sitting there and you're complaining. You know, the only clip I saw from this was the original one I showed on my video, which was I think it was the one where she had a flat tire and he wouldn't come and change her tire or something like that. But it's 100% true. These women do not realize how much men cater to them and help them until the man is completely out of the equation, and then they're sitting there staring at their phone, recording videos, complaining. Let's continue.
No resources to live. I've been completely cut off. Bank accounts, credit cards, nothing. I have nothing. I have no way to buy food. He's a divorce attorney, if you missed that part. I can't find an attorney willing to help me. No one wants to go against another attorney personally. I became privy to the information that the husband has a new girlfriend. She happens to be a lawyer. So he now has himself as a lawyer. He has hired a divorce lawyer, and now he's dating one. Yeah. And I'm still on zero. I told you I lost.
Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Giveaway.
Thank you.
Sounds like he's smart. This is a guy that is coming prepared. He is 100% prepared with everything he needs to do. I'm not sure why this woman is not prepared in her divorce. There are so many women you'll see online, and they say, oh, well, if you're married, if you have a husband, if he is providing for you, if he is caring for you and caring for the house, you need to make sure you set some money aside for yourself. You need to make sure that you're good, that you have money, that you have this and you have that for yourself, just in case something happens. Then what? Well, what happened to all that? You want me to tell you what happened to all that? All of that, because, you know, attorneys know, he probably knew she was setting that aside, and that got thrown into the divorce paperwork as well. Had to claim that. Not everything can stay hidden, and women are slowly realizing this. I mean, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a very long time, but even right now with judges, a lot of judges are now, because women are making a lot more than men, they are getting married, they are owning these homes. These judges are having to make a choice. They're having to give these men alimony. They're having to give these men 50% of what these women earn, and these women do not like it. So I am not surprised that this woman married an attorney and now she's getting put through the ringer because she doesn't have adequate representation for her through her divorce. That is nobody's issue but her own, and she definitely should have thought about that before she decided to not be a good wife.
Everything. That's not entirely true. I was given half of the bank account, which held $300. The bank account I never had access to. So I have $150 coming to me, and I was given 2 broken down vehicles worth probably $1,000 each. I'm not a car person. Those were his evaluations. To me, they're worth whatever a scrapyard would take. I don't know. So I told the judge I couldn't get an attorney, that I had even contacted the law school. I had over 200 names of attorneys that I had talked to or visited with all the way from the eastern part of Tennessee to the western part of Tennessee, and in Missouri and Kentucky. He didn't care. He actually told me he didn't believe me. We had 50-50 custody. I was the primary parent. He paid me child support. The judge basically said, don't give it. And he made Marcus the primary parent. I owe him child support. My husband has never practiced in front of him, and I guess that's all that matters when it comes to it not being corrupt. I was told to try the case. I had to question him on the stand. I had to testify. Marcus was in my bed Sunday and took everything from me Tuesday. He doesn't tell people that part. The fact that my husband is...
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes!
And that's because that doesn't matter. It kind of seems like you were trying to use that intimacy position to sway his opinion, and he took what you were worth giving him, and he decided to take you for all you're worth. There's no sympathy from me. You're not going to get any sympathy from me when a woman is going to go online and air her dirty laundry. Okay, you got your money, you got your cars. He's going to be the primary parent because he makes money. He's calling the shots. You're nobody. You're nothing. You're the discarded one. Okay, he's got a new hot wife. She's super young, a lot younger than you, probably a little bit more faithful, just a better wife all around than you could ever be. He upgraded. He leveled up. He got the DLC, and you're nothing. Okay, you're absolutely nothing. You're the old game. You're the discarded one. He puts you in the back with the rest of the trash, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Put him on the stand, file charges, do whatever you need to do. He's a lawyer. He can take care of himself. Who are you? You're nobody. You're nothing.
Doing to me what he tells his clients shouldn't be done to them in a divorce. It's like he wrote a playbook and then now he's performing the plays on me. I haven't seen or heard from my kids since December 24th. I wasn't allowed to see or talk to him on Christmas. Nothing. His location is being concealed from me by him and my in-laws. He's being fed this narrative that I'm mentally unstable and scary. They're manipulating his thoughts. It's mental abuse, and they want to say I'm mentally unstable. He provides me with absolutely nothing but suffering. Yet he's a lawyer who tells people they don't deserve this kind of treatment. He fights against this kind of...
I'll make that deal. How about you, Yutovich? You make that deal?
I'd make that deal.
I don't blame you. Damn good deal.
You've heard the jokes. We've all heard the jokes. We've all heard the wedding jokes. If you've ever been to a wedding, there's always the joke where they say that in a marriage, there's always 3 rings, right? You have the proposal ring, you have the wedding band, and then you have the suffer ring. And she's getting a little bit of the suffering here post divorce. It's tough. It's tough for these women. It is 100% for some of these women out here that they kind of put themselves in a position to where they are claiming to be great stay-at-home moms. They're claiming to be great wives, but they're really not doing anything while men are out bringing money home. They're out bringing home the bacon. They are working their long hours. You know, he's probably 10, 12 hours a day at the office making money for this family. And she, didn't do anything all day. He comes home. He's tired. There's no food on the table. The kids are running around crazy. Nothing's been done. The laundry's a mess. The house is in complete shambles. The house he pays for, she is completely trashing it every single day because she's irresponsible. She's not doing her wifely duties. And he has to go for takeout because she didn't even cook anything. And he's not going to cook. He's been at work all day. So tell me why that should be allowed. Tell me why that should be allowed in a marriage. You have a stay-at-home mom and she is completely useless. Yeah, you don't get anything. You don't deserve anything. Nobody deserves anything, okay? You get what you give, 100%. You were not willing to match what he was giving. And so he upgraded. He upgraded. He downloaded the new skin pack and you're out. You're yesterday's trash. You have been discarded. And he is not, these men are not sorry. This is a well-to-do guy. She thought she landed the top tier dude and thought she could keep him, but she didn't want to put forth any effort. And this is what you get. I think a lot of women need to see type videos like this where they try to marry the well-to-do guy and then they have a couple kids thinking they can hop out of the marriage, hop out of the divorce, getting that bankroll, getting that money coming in, not knowing that they just played themselves.